Welcome back. Today's challenge is self-love. So why is self-love important? Well, because it tends to be overlooked. So if you're wanting to have more happiness in your life, more happiness in your job, in your relationships, in any way, you absolutely need to take care of yourself, to put yourself first, and to love yourself. So you've probably heard before that you can't really expect other people to love you if you don't love yourself. It's absolutely true. But of course, there are a lot of people out there that don't love themselves, and yet they do have people who love them. But what happens is it creates a dependency where the person who doesn't love themselves, doesn't take care of themselves, they seek so much of that love from outside of themselves that it can create a burden in the relationship. It's unbalanced. It's not healthy. When you do love yourself and you respect yourself and you take care of yourself and you value yourself, what that does is it raises the bar for your expectations and standards for how other people are going to treat you. And so there's a lot more that you can do to work on your self-love. But today, we're going to get that ball rolling for you, because the better you feel about yourself and the more you take care of yourself, then the more joy and happiness that you can bring into your life. And so why is this so important? Because you need to fill up your own cup. So imagine everybody has their own cup. And what happens is there's some people in life that are like pitchers that go around filling up everybody else's cup. And then there's some people in life who are like beggars holding out their cup to be filled by other people. But in reality, it's everybody's individual responsibility to fill their own cup. And when you're someone who is going around seeking to be filled up by other people all the time, then you're going to always feel a level of sadness and desperation and helplessness because you feel like it's outside of your control. But at the same time, if you're someone who's always giving to others, doing for others, filling other people's cups, sacrificing for other people, doing the things that they need and neglecting yourself, then what happens is eventually that pitcher runs out. Because your pitcher is just your own cup. And so if you're not filling your cup, eventually you get to the place where you don't have anything to give. And so one of the important things to remember is this type of responsibility. And this is what we mean by self-love. It's taking care of yourself. It's recognizing your own value and putting value on yourself and putting yourself first, not because you're selfish, but because in order to truly give all that you are to anybody else, you first have to take care of yourself. And so the way to get this started is to ask yourself, what are your best traits? What makes you special? What are you talented at? What are the best aspects of your personality? What gives you such a wonderful character? And if you have a hard time coming up with these things, try thinking what other people might say about you. Or go to somebody that you love and trust and ask them what your best qualities are. And this is a good place to start, especially if you're someone that doesn't feel that comfortable with themselves at this point. And then the second part of the challenge for the day is something that we'd like you to repeat every day. And that is to pick 5 to 10 of these traits that you come up with on this list about yourself, that you want to affirm to yourself the most, the things that make you feel the best and the greatest and the most love for yourself. And every day we ask you to look at yourself in the mirror and smile and say to yourself, I am fill in the blank with one of the traits. And repeat it for each of the traits that really mean something to you. Affirm these things to yourself every single day. Look at yourself while you're doing it in the mirror. Now, ideally, you're going to do this at home in privacy. If for some reason you can't say it out loud, we understand. But we do challenge you to say it out loud, especially if this is hard for you, because verbalizing it sends a message to your brain that you mean it. And so, again, you're going to add this activity to something that you're going to be doing every day for the rest of this activity and hopefully for the rest of your life.